Yes, I have two little girls who both study piano and both study string instruments. Um, the eldest studies piano and violin, and the youngest one, studies cello and piano also. And they sort of look at me, the children in the neighborhood, as though I'm some sort of a monster, because I do ask of my children what my parents asked of me, and it's awfully difficult, awfully difficult. Children today want to play, and a child 8 years old really can't visualize the importance of practicing. In most cases, most children, they leave high school and they go to college, and it's easy, so to speak. And there's an easy transition. But with people in music, any serious student must start very, very young. And that's the tough part of it, unfortunately. So that by the time you're 18 or so, you're able to play. It's too late when you get out of high school to start. And those early years, the middle years, are tough for any parent to take. And it's unfortunate it has to be this way.
I've just started my 9-year-old boy, Joseph, on the violin. Incidentally, he is studying with my brother, Robert, with checkups by me occasionally. Whether he'll amount to anything remains to be seen. Only if they're really, really talented will I want him to continue, because the field is very competitive, and unless you're really good, it just doesn't pay to go into it.
My violin is sort of, in layman's terms, brought down to the fact that it's sort of like a Pontiac of Cadillacs. It was made in Cremona by a man by the name of Giuseppe Guadagnini, Joan Guadagnini. It was made in 1758, and it's a very, very expensive violin. It's like, it's like paying off a house. I still have to about 6 months to a year on it, and I've been paying on it for about 4 or 5 years. But it gives you a tremendous thrill to play on a fine violin, because you can immediately hear the difference. And not only that, but I mean, to be practical, it's a fine investment too. But one's own ear is the best, the only joy of listening to a really fine instrument. It's a great thrill.
When I think of what composer I like the best, or what type of music I like the best, it's a very difficult question for me to answer. I will say that I lean towards the romantic music, but as far as naming a composer, I really couldn't do it. We become so involved with each and every one of them, and we work so hard with them that it's hard for me to say which one I appreciate or like the most. I do like some modern music. Again, I like it not to be, I will use this expression, a slide rule type of music. I like it to be more from the heart. I think that anything that I can express from the heart, I can express it beautifully, but anything that tends to cut the heart away, or it's just hard for me to become involved in this.
Brahms is really one of my favorites, but you really can't say you like only one. And as far as the contemporary composers go, I certainly think Bartók and Hindemith, Stravinsky, and the like are very fine, and I love them very much. My children naturally like the Beatles, but I can't say the same for myself.
I feel the audience. I can feel it. It's like, it's a feeling that goes from your tip of your toes up to into your violin, say, because I can feel them pulling for me. But it's worth all the rehearsals that we squeeze in and strive for it. It really is worth it. Just feeling that audience is worth it, and knowing that you have something to say. And we as brothers feel that we have a lot to say because it's we are more involved being brothers